Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM21. It's Stage Racer. We're on episode number 60. We're at the Tour de France for the first and possibly only time that we're going to get in this series based on if the team totally collapses and the whole premise is about being with one team. So this could be our only shot. Now, this is supposed to be a mountain stage, but when you look at the profile, it's very much not. But what this has been is a go hard stage from the very early kilometers. We're seeing a little lift right now that's allowing a single rider to get away. We had a small break that never got more than a minute. They were chased for 65, 70 kilometers, and then even after they were caught, the chase continued. But the moment the field sat up just a little bit, one new rider attacked, and that has opened a small attack. Now, Blickra is the farthest back. I'm going to go ahead and send him to get water for the final time for us. You see my domestiques in particular all suffering a bit. I've got total team control today, and I'm trying to utilize it as such, but you can see Blickra is going to fail here. Powers already has. He's dropped. He's out. So, Jones doesn't have anything left either. And Pedersen went to get water. Now, normally he wouldn't be a great rider, but under the circumstances of a +5 race day condition, he actually looks really strong today. And there you go. He is now caught up. Let's go ahead and get him to offer the protection. You have Delay on Camargo. Is Camargo the other leader that I want to support? And what? Oh, he's that far back because we just climbed, and he's not as good of a climber as I am. Get him back up into position. Field splitting for the moment. And it's just the two of us. Okay, now it's back together. No, it's not. It will be back together, though. I mean, if it's yo-yoing right now with the descent coming... Actually, the chase groups are splitting further, so... Not entirely convinced this will. This has been a high tempo all race long. It's never lifted. And Cofidis may have just blown up the field. Well, they did, but not to the extent that they were hoping. We do have at least one group regaining contact. Delay, Alves, we need to get them back up on my wheel. We did get water, so we're good to go. 30k left. For a mountain stage, there really isn't that much climbing, but we still have to get through it. And with the tempo doing the damage it's done, it will be interesting. 10k for this one, but under 3%. Then a little descent, a little flat, and then just under 6k and just under 9% with a max of 18. It's not an easy climb. I would still call this a puncher's day. Delay working at the front. I suppose I'm okay with that. He's done anyway, and he's got nothing left in the tank. Pedersen providing the protection. Camargo and Alves on my wheel. Jones goes down, but luckily that's not impacting anything, and we're already into the penultimate climb of the day. 10k through here, and Delay is suddenly the leader, keeping that pressure on. I've got a 4-man train as we go forward, and we want to get to the front of this before we crest out on this climb, I think. Maybe not. Maybe during, well, yeah, just before. The false flat, it's short enough. Okay, we are just before, and the field is actually coming back together even more. But how close are these guys? Jones way back here. Alves is here. Camargo here. And Delay has actually recovered a bit. So, leave out Jones. Go 99. And we will follow, let's see, Camargo, 76 punch. And a bit of climb. Pedersen, great punch. Not a ton of climb, though. So we'll have him maybe go second. Camargo's not going to do me much good. But Alves and Pedersen are very punchy, and Camargo can give me a little shield. So we'll use Camargo as a shield. Pedersen, +5, Alves, and then get behind Delay. Delay is going to set us up, get us through the flat. Alright, 99 over the top. So he's going to push on the descent. Alves now into position. Get everybody where we want them. Please don't crash. It's a short descent. It's raining though.
10 kilometers remaining.
Almost to the bottom. I think we should be okay on that part now. Alright, through the false flat. And still, now it's starting to go up. 2%. 1.8. Okay, Delay. Back off a little bit, please. You're destroying all 5 of us. That's not what I wanted. Base of the climb, Delay. It's going to give way to Alves. He did go just a little too hard, but that guaranteed did some damage behind us as well.
The riders are going through a very tough portion with percentages above 10%. 5 kilometers to the finish line.
5K. Okay, give me your 99 there for a second. Nobody else is able to catch up with us for now. We're getting through the steepest section. It's going to ease off a little bit once we take a right here. And then when we switch back again, this is going to allow me to recover a little bit. Continue through the flatter section. When we go to take the left, we will push off. No, I see somebody coming. We'll push off now. Pedersen, you're up. Again with the 99. Alves to break toe. You can see Camargo, not as punchy, but he's helping shield me. Alves, open that little gap, please. And it's 3 riders away. That's what I was aiming for. Camargo, get to the back end. Gel up.
The escapees have surrendered. The pack gave them
Camargo,
no chance.
go ahead and set up. Pedersen to lead it out. Transcend. Okay, now Pedersen give me a 99. 2.3K. We are 20 seconds clear, but before they catch us, I have to attack. 1.8.
This time it could go all the
And
way.
we go 99. We go 99. We are 18 seconds clear. 1.3K to go. No red bar. I can be caught here, but I definitely will have a good finish. We're about to crest out. I am caught before the line, though.
Oh, the list of those left behind
I'm just not that
goes on
punchy.
rising.
I'm okay punchy, but we burnt everybody else out except for Bernal. Can I get a top 3, though? Can I hold off Alaphilippe on this climb?
He managed to
Bernal
sprint
takes the
like a
stage.
master of his
Pogacar is
craft.
going to take
He was
second. I
certainly
will
the
get
fastest
3rd.
today.
4-second time bonus. I'll take that. Now, can there be a gap? Will there be a gap? Will times open up on the field? There's a chance right there. You got a bike length plus after the first, I'd say 9 riders or so.
We're waiting for the back
Somewhere
markers, who
after
appear to be
Almeida or
fairly
Van
numerous
Aert,
in this
there's
difficult race.
about a bike length and a half gap. That could be enough. Plan nearly worked. I did get a podium on the stage. What if any time gaps exist, though? Will the field be shook up at all? Not at the front. Not in the middle. 55th. 54 riders on same time. It does change the landscape a little bit in the overall. Van Aert leads from Søren Kragh Andersen. Filippo Ganna. Pogacar, with his time bonus, moves up to 4th. Schachmann and I on same time in 5th and 6th. We're into the top 10 at least. But it is still a very, very tight contest. Even 16th is just 22 seconds behind. Now we're in the points. 3rd in the KOM. I do lead the under 25s right now from Evenepoel. Who? Did he lose time? No, he must have been there. And as a team, we're not last. I'll take that. Following a rest day and 2 sprint stages, we now find ourselves on stage number 8. It's a punchy stage. We're hitting the first climb of the day, though we've been through undulation for a while now. This first climb, though, is doing a little bit of damage in the field. I mean, even I feel it. But overall, nothing too bad. I mean, I just cruised through on a 75 there without much of an issue. We go from a Cat 3 though to a Cat 2 and then a Cat 1 on our way towards the finish on this one. Speaking of on our way, I'm still on my way towards a fitness peak, something I've been building towards. I have the 99% fitness, I have the objective, so I have the expected +1, another +2 today though. And I'm the only rider on the team at full strength right now as we prepare for the upcoming Cat 2 climb. And I think I might want to bring it on down just in case through this part. Probably set myself up for about a 78. And let's make sure we get some riders up on our heels. Not good that two of our top riders are on big negative race day conditions. These guys aren't going to do much. But what they can do is provide better protection than Powers. Powers is done and on a -2. So we'll see what we can get out of those guys as we approach this next climb. Little sprint point coming up, and there is a time bonus, but more importantly, points available. So you're going to see some attacks here, and then we hit the climb. All right. Well, anyway, I find myself on 76 points towards our fitness peak. Of course, I can trigger that once we reach 90, but I have to trigger it manually, which means it won't kick in till the next day. What that amounts to is, with 3 points per day, we're looking at today getting to 79. We'll have 11 more, so stages 9, 10, 11, 12, if there's no rest day in there. That's 4 additional stages, and then being able to trigger it after that. It's going to take its toll a little bit. Let's swap this out, by the way. We want Camargo offering the protection now. July going backwards. See you later. He'll get dropped soon. Camargo is fading, but they made it through. And not much recovery time with the undulation and a short descent, so I'm not sure how much help Camargo's going to be. I think he's gone. Let's go ahead and switch this up to Pedersen doing the dirty work to keep me protected. 140 riders, 147 left in the peloton. Seeing a little split here, but otherwise this is setting us up for a big run. And now down to 128 with the yo-yoing. Group's definitely getting a little smaller. That's the noticeable thing there. But with the undulation, very little recovery. This last descent will have a little bit more going on for it. You can see Pedersen is struggling through here. I'm doing fine with the 78. 36k to go. I do need water one final time, but how do you get that? 98? Alves is going to have to do it and then get back up there to help me out for the final climb, offer what protection he can. Pedersen's going to be done, so I have one rider. Alves, only a 73 mountain. Yeah, he's got the hills rating, but only 73 mountain, only 73 resistance. He will not last long. On my own, largely for the final climb, means I'm definitely not going to be a favorite. Classified punchy for the day. The climb itself is not severe as far as Tour de France climbs go. Finally back up into place.
The tempo has slowed down.
And back onto my wheels. Pedersen back in control. So I did get additional support here, at least momentarily. This time, as we are entering this final climb, let's up this to an 80 for now. 111 left in contention. Max is 10%. Average is 6.3. 12Ks overall. Gets steepest near the top, but it does ease off just as you hit the top. And then a little bit of undulation on your way towards the finish. That's 173. That's 184. That's 11K with some up-down along your way towards the finish line. This is going to be more about a survival type stage than trying to get away and win. 11K through an undulating period is definitely not an area to go solo. Be great to do with 6, 7, 8 riders though. See you later. Alligator on my own. 8.4K to go to the top. It's going to ease off here for a little while before getting steep for the final bit. It has not been hard thus far. Let's follow the attack. Let's follow Almeida. Make him do the work. Ooh, he unfollowed. Okay. 5.5K to go to the top. Glad I conserved the energy, but those two have escaped at least slightly. Okay, it looks like we have another group. Nope. Just doing work. 4.5K to go. They've nearly closed it down. We're down under 50 riders. This is going to thin the field out a bit more today. This is where I would love to attack if the finish line was at the top. It's not. We have to continue on after. So now Schachmann goes.
And it's a swift acceleration by Maximilian Schachmann.
Let Bernal lead this thing out. He is not going hard, actually. There's the response now. Oof. I just unfollowed. Sit on. We're almost to the top. Don't waste your energy to catch those 5. 27 chasing. McNulty reeling it in. Almost to the top here. 28 now. Alaphilippe continues on. 1.4K. A lot of guys are tired. This is going to thin the field out.
Attack with the finishing line within reach.
Maybe. 4 riders dropped is all. 5 riders now.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 10 kilometers road sign.
Okay, through the flat, easing off. 21 riders left in contention. Back up to 22 because there's not a lot of pace, but we have that little uphill section plus the sprint towards the finish. So I need to conserve all that I can. I need that little bit of energy here. And we are getting a little bit back. And the gel kicks in right now. Really good timing as we go to hit this undulation and then the sprint for the finish. Now we want to hold as Alaphilippe attacks again. Alaphilippe's not a threat to the overall. Let him go have a stage. What I don't want is a climber getting clear. 4K to go. I'm not speeding up. My recovery of energy is minimal right now. I'm worried about the sprint opening a gap and losing 10-15 seconds. 3K to go and barely hanging in there. $1.8K. Okay, sprint towards the finish. I'm gonna lose a little. I'm gonna be at the back end. Just hopefully there's no gaps, and there might be. There might be.
He snatched victory in that
Schachmann takes the stage ahead of Van Aert and Bernal. I'm losing a little gap here. Close that gap, you guys. Close that gap. Just don't leave me behind. 19th. I hope it's close enough. I don't think it is. I think we're going to see some gaps. Not just the front 3-4 guys. I think I'm going to lose a little time on this one. Knowing the game. If I win that stage, say Mark Hershey in 19th, he wouldn't lose time. They win that stage, I finished 19th, we see that gap. That's not entirely true. That's just my bias. That's my bias. That's just how it feels. That's how it feels. No gap. Whew. No gap. 22 riders on same time, then gaps open. So looking here, 4 key riders all losing some time. A number of other strong riders losing time. Evenepoel, Dumoulin, Martin, Carapaz. So we move up 2 further places. You have Van Aert, Schachmann, Pogačar, and we are 1 second off the podium right now. Alaphilippe Soler, Paulus, Roglic, Caruso, Bernal, working his way up. Okay. Next up, one of the hardest stages, could get an entire episode to itself. Tune in next time to find out what, well, there you go. There's a basic profile of it. Tune in next time to find out how that one turns out, because we're going to have to get the entirety of that stage, because you start right away with a pretty hefty climb, multiple Allscat climbs, 4 very difficult climbs along the way, along that 180 kilometers. Big time. Then we have another day off. Then we have... No. Wait, is that the one I already did? No, that is stage 9. Yeah, that's stage 9. Another day off and 2 sprint stages. We had a day off right back here. So that means we are looking with an extra day off. That's an extra 2.3. Is that enough to push me over? Oh gosh, let's see. I'm at 79 half-ish. That would be about 82, 85, 88, 91-ish. 90 and a half, that should be enough. Following that stage, we can trigger the fitness peak. So we have one more very important stage to get through. We're just trying not to lose time on that stage. Hope for a good race day condition. It's going to be a hard one. I'm going to be alone early. Without strong support climbers, I'm going to be going through the final probably 90 kilometers plus alone. That's the kind of day that the kind of team that I have around me could be very, very difficult for me. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.